So Harris has brought in a lot of campaign cash within the first 24 hours in her presidential campaign. California leaders are heavily involved in ramping up support for her across the state and the country.
KCRA3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala joins us now. So where does the effort go from here, Ash?
Lisa, California Democratic leaders are working to build on this momentum that's helped the Harris campaign bring in tens of millions of dollars from across the country within that 24-hour period. Here's a look at those numbers. Now, the Harris campaign said in its first 24 hours it raised $81 million. That sets a new record as the largest haul in a 24-hour period for a candidate in presidential history. This campaign says the donations came from 880,000 grassroots donors. We know events are being organized across the country for her to continue fundraising. Lieutenant Governor Eleni Kounalakis is leading this charge in California. Also, State Senator Josh Becker, who has also known Kamala for decades, is part of a group of her supporters working on this locally. Becker is organizing events in his wealthy district in the Silicon Valley. Here's what Kounalakis and Becker had to say about the effort so far.
I'm already talking to folks in Silicon Valley about organizing events. Some of those might be fundraisers, but also hopefully some bigger rallies too. And people have reached out to me. How can I help? I want to go walk, knock on doors, maybe in next door in Nevada or swing states.
It's incredible, the outpouring of support, the excitement, the hopefulness. It's just galvanizing people. So that's a big number, $81 million in 24 hours. And what we've heard is about 60% of those people hadn't given any money this cycle. And people are just coming up on their own and they're saying, yes, we want to support her. We think that she's the right person to take on Donald Trump.
Now, President Joe Biden's campaign had two fundraisers scheduled in California this week, one in Laguna Beach on Friday, the other in the Bay Area on Saturday. I'm told those are both still on at the moment, but obviously now they're for Kamala Harris. There are still a lot of moving parts and everything is fluid still, but those are expected to be very big money events. So if they end up happening.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what is Governor Newsom's role in all of this?
Right. And that is the question that so many people have at this point. So he signaled today in a campaign email that he'll continue his work as a top Democratic surrogate. He noted in this campaign email that he traveled to other states to promote President Biden's campaign. And he said that work will basically continue now with Kamala's push for the nomination. I know there's chatter about him possibly being in the conversation for vice president, but I'm hearing that is so unlikely. The Constitution makes it tough for two people from the same state to seek the presidency and vice presidency. But look, I've also point blank asked this question to his campaign, but they have not responded. They've been pretty tight-lipped the last couple of days, we'll be honest. But hopefully we hear from the governor at some point soon.
You've been asking that question for
months.
More than a year.
I mean, he's repeatedly been asked, would you like to be president? We know his answer has always been no.
And also just strategically, if you're both from the same state, it's kind of putting all your eggs in one basket.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Probably why the Constitution has that rule in there.
We'll see who she picks.
Interesting.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ashley.